Koti Koti Pranam to Mahagauri and to Brihaspati, that is the Jupiter. Deep, deep namans to the most auspicious Navadurga, that is Mahagauri Ma. And pranam to the Jupiter, the Guru of Brihaspati, the Guru of Devas, that is Brihaspati, and also to all our Gurus. After the intense dark night, the Kal Ratri, after traveling through so many different paths, wandering through them, falling into traps, after going through the long night of penance and suffering, the morning dawns. That is the Mahagauri. Kal Ratri is the time of night. It is the feminine consort to time, the feminine consort to Kal. Sometimes it's also like what they describe as the dark night of the soul. And as I think more about Kal Ratri, I think that this must be very similar to dark hole, which devours even light. Even time is very fuzzy near a black hole. So, and Kal Ratri, who's supposed to devour even Kal, even time. I wonder if she is related to the energy, the Shakti. She's the Shakti of the black hole. And Mahagauri means someone who's extremely white, who has the complexion of light, of white. And she comes after the darkest pitch black night. Now let us see how Kal Ratri becomes Mahagauri. Let us look at the story of transformation, the story of potential energy becoming kinetic energy, coming into manifestation in the universe. It is said that after severe penance, after enduring harsh, brutal, cold, brittle winters and scorching, burning summers, Parvati's or Shakti's skin has turned black. There are so many myths about it, mythologies about it. Some say that she had to be transformed into Kali in order to destroy certain demons who had been given the boon that they could only be killed by females. So she had to become that, and she had to become, she had to assume another swarupa, another form, so that she could feel the subconscious of the asuras, that she could, and then she could destroy it. So she had to take another form, and this was Kali. This was the darkness. This was dark. uh, Also, as we talked about, uh, the black is something that is not yet manifested, and when it manifests it becomes light. So Parvati prays to Brahma. She does penance now for Brahma, and Brahma is nothing but the highest possibility of Jupiter. Now the Shakti of Mahagauri in our solar system is reflected by Jupiter, who is Brihaspati. Now Brahma is the highest possibility, the highest potential of Jupiter, and he gives his blessing to Parvati, and she becomes light, she becomes white. Now, what is the blessing of Brahma? The blessing of Brahma is observation, observing the blackness, observing the subconscious. In observation, everything dissolves, and only light is there. The darkness transforms into light. The observation is that parasmani that converts this darkness into light. There are many stories. There is one about Parvati who's so dark complexion then takes bath in Manas Sarovar. Now, Manas again is the highest thinking, and Sarovar is the lake. It is the lake in which you can, where everything is crystal clear, where you have crystal clear clarity and you can observe everything. And again, in that observation, after taking a dip in that lake, she emerges as Mahagauri. Even, even our own Guru, our own Shiva, our own Jupiter, said that observation is the greatest act of creation. Observation is the greatest act of creation. And he has often explained that it is when Brahma wakes up, when he observes, the whole universe gets created. So, now coming to Jupiter, I wanted to share some scientific things which also have deep metaphysical meanings. Jupiter is very different from any other planet in our solar system in that it is composed mostly of hydrogen and helium. And what other thing in our solar system that has hydrogen and helium is majorly composed of hydrogen and helium? That is the sun. So actually the composition of Jupiter is is more like a star than a planet. So it has the potential, or it has the inner thing to be a star. And actually, in some ways, even though it cannot keep its internal combustion, just like a star, it does have 69 moons. That's its influence. It's almost got a little system around it. It has the Jupiter system around it. So, so it's very unique. And Jupiter, had it just been 30 times more massive, it would have been a star. So I just wanted to stress that this is a very influential planet, which is almost like a star system of its own. So just to give you the magnitude of the influence it has. Jupiter has also greatly influenced our own solar system. Our scientists have observed so many other star systems, maybe 500 of them at least. And 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 in most of these star systems, they have seen that there are planets like super Earths, like massive Earths, which are very close to the star. Maybe as close as Mercury is, and we don't have it in our solar system. And one of the reason is that they think that all these super Earths were there, but they got in touch with, they collided with Jupiter, and then these inner planets were able to be, that's why we have these smaller inner planets like Earth and Venus and Mars. So we owe a lot of our beginnings to Jupiter. The other interesting thing is that, Jupiter has both a benefic and seemingly malefic effect. Okay, now let me tell you why it is seemingly, but it's actually benefic. Jupiter is known to destroy the very large meteorites that come our way, okay, which come from the deep space that come our way. Its gravity completely destroys it, and these meteorites would have completely annihilated Earth if they came, near the Earth. However, it does sometimes swing small meteorites that Earth can handle in our way. So sometimes Jupiter also creates difficulties that we can handle because we need that for evolution. I have particularly seen this in seventh house Jupiter. I don't know if anyone has seventh house Jupiter. Maybe we can talk more. But I have seen this thing with Jupiter, where it'll give you problems, to evolve, but it won't be something that will destroy you completely. And last, this thing about Jupiter is that it wants to expand our knowledge. And in fact, when we send spaceships to explore the far reaches of our solar system, just like the recent spaceship New Horizons, which took this great pictures of Pluto. For the first time we were able to have such clear pictures of Pluto. And that is thanks to Jupiter, because the spaceship New Horizons used Jupiter's gravity to hit a slingshot to come near the outer planets. So, Jupiter helps in expanding our knowledge, it expands our knowledge of other regions of the solar system and beyond. It plays a very important role. So, with this, I end my reflections and my perspectives, and I bow down deeply again to Mahagauri. And just like her, may we be blessed with light. May we have Brahma's hand on our head, and may he teach us to observe, to see ourselves clearly as we would our reflection in Manas Sarovar. In fact, there is a story of Parvati's skin, black skin, just shedding and new being emerging, this white being emerging called Mahagauri. And I think, isn't that what happens when we do synthesis in our sadhana? Our subconscious, just like a snake's dead skin, starts to peel off and this purer self emerge. And this purity is what Mahagauri is. So deep namans to her, to Shiva, and to all of you.